time. Drop it again.
Episode 85.
85 of them things.
Of the Sports U podcast.
Sports U. Drop me a U real quick.
Oh, yeah. The U. You got
Yes,
Rob
sir.
on the mic here.
Yes,
and
sir.
to my left.
Big grip, big gift.
Yes, sir.
Drip 10 from his walk. Got Big Stevie in the cut.
Always.
What's up?
In the cut across from us.
Yes, sir.
Let's get right into it, y'all. We don't really have the formal script like we usually have, so we're just gonna kind of get into
Hey, man,
all the free
it's a little
agency
different
stuff.
today.
The Wi-Fi was out all day.
Oh,
I know y'all
shout out
Wi-
to Spectrum.
I know
you
y'all's
fucking
Wi-Fi was out all
Hey.
day.
cucks.
That might be why mine was tripping. Ooh.
It's
Like I said,
he barely figured it out, man.
Well, I didn't know that's what y'all had, bro. Y'all should have said that. Oh, yeah. Mine was definitely...
Was
bro,
yours down?
It wasn't down, but it was terrible.
It got to like the rich neighborhoods later.
I didn't know rich... Stop playing. Rich neighborhoods.
But again,
Oh,
welcome to
shit.
the Sports U podcast, where we read you sports
And
news.
you listen to our stupid ass opinions.
We are back with the Sports U crew here. Steven, you had something to talk about when it came to John Wall signing with the Clippers. Now that has happened. Got
go.
bought out by the Rockets. I think
Hold on.
$6 million is
Oh,
less.
yeah. Let him get his shit off.
Rockets fan gets
I'm
man here.
free.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
free.
You like
Yeah.
that?
I'm free.
Why didn't y'all do this a year ago?
Cause he was stubborn.
We probably
We
could
both
have.
were stubborn.
We probably could have managed to get rid of Russ a different way if y'all would have stopped throwing that shit and dangling that shit in our face.
Nah. Russ ain't going nowhere.
That's
John
the
was
problem.
literally like, we told John, hey, if you don't want to come off the bench, you're not starting no more. If you don't want to come off the bench and play, you're not gonna play.
Yeah.
See, you're hitting something right now too. Like you saying, coming off the bench. So when he comes to the Clippers, is he not coming off the bench?
He's gonna compete with Reggie Jackson. That's a good competition though. But I
I'm
think
sorry,
he might
but
beat
I'm
Reggie
taking-
Jackson out.
You,
Yeah, for sure. He has a whole year off. He's healthy, ready to go.
You think he?
Yeah,
Well,
I think he can beat Reggie Jackson out.
you think he'll play more games than Reggie?
No,
He ain't beating Reggie then, bruh.
You
I'm
think-
sorry.
So
the first half.
For my thing is that he picked where he signed, right,
Right.
with the Clippers.
Well, I mean, yeah,
So,
they bought him out. He has.
I think he had the
They
right.
probably recruited him too.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I think you also have the right kind of thinking here, like because a lot of people really like Reggie, and honestly, if in my opinion, I think John Wall's gonna start because the ego, pretty low price. They can do a lot with what
Well,
his potential is.
If you're saying he's
Based
gonna
off of
be a
John
low
Wall.
price and Reggie's a signed player, so again, why don't y'all think he won't come off the bench?
No, I think that he'll start. Just the only and because Reggie's already familiar with that start with
I
the
think
benching
John-
stuff
I think John's better though than Reggie.
right now for that
Like,
for that
we
squad.
just-
I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in so long.
Can I say this
to
much? Let me
judge.
say this
I don't
much, though.
know.
Reggie Jackson is not of a great fit with those two stars like John Wall will be.
I can.
That's where I'm- that's
agree
where I
with
would
that
say.
part. I agree with that.
Reggie was just the tempo pusher. John is more like, I'm gonna get 20. PG's gonna put in whatever.
I
fuck
don't
he
know if
wants to
he's gonna
put in.
still be getting 20, but he's
Not
gonna
20,
be the
but John's gonna get, like,
facilitating wise.
Let's
Yeah, I
let's
see
say
that.
like let's say like
I
13,
think. Well,
14 points.
well,
He'll get you a good 14.
for me,
You think?
yeah,
Only 14?
He'll get
Look,
you like 14.
honestly,
That's all he's gonna be held to. And when he was playing in the Rockets, he kind of like, my bad. When he was playing on the Rockets, he
good.
kind of like had to contribute for 40 games. He kind of had to be the man for 40 games. But now that he can just fucking take a backseat to Kawhi
No,
and
but
PG on a good day,
I just feel like 16 is
yeah,
a
I'll
little,
give you
a little low.
14.
No, you said 16, I thought.
14 to 16.
14.
Let's say 14 to
that
16.
sounds.
I feel like
more
16 is
right.
still kind of low.
But he's gonna look.
That's what they're. That's
He's
what
a
they
play.
need him
He's
for,
not. He's not a score first point guard. He can like his play style allows him to score, but he's not a score first point guard. He's still like he's one of like in the vein like he's not Chris Paul, but he's in the vein of one of those last point guards, bro. Like John Wall's like in Washington, bro. He was a point guard.
Yeah.
He was playing real point guard.
Yeah,
out
he got
there, dog.
Martin Gortat his
Spoon-fed.
shit.
He was spoon feeding
Spoon-fed.
everybody. He was
Yeah.
averaging a
His
double double out
His
there.
last season, he was averaging 24 and 10 before he got traded.
I think you're correct, but I think that his scoring output.
I don't
16,
think he'll be the
have
same.
18.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think
be the
he'll
same.
get 18 and like 7.5 assists, and that'd be really, really good at a point guard position for the Clippers.
I think. Well, for me, John Wall, I think like him being there helps. Like I don't see that he doesn't help. I just was like, I don't feel like. I'm like, y'all gonna have to figure out how they're gonna do with him and Reggie. Realistically, though, honestly.
Okay, so
That's the main thing. And then outside of that, like him being on the team, though, I think helps with PG and Kawhi because they haven't been able to find like that point guard either that like really fits with them because they were trying to test out Rondo and Rondo is kind of bullying niggas.
there's a lot of.
It's not that Rondo doesn't. I don't mean to cut
He
you
wasn't
you're
a
fine.
fit.
Oh,
Rondo,
either.
yeah, he wasn't a good fit because Rondo has never really been like an alpha when it comes to scoring. Rondo's the type to have
He
0
didn't
points.
have
Rondo
to be.
clashed.
No,
No.
but
Let me ask a
I
question.
think
real quick.
Rondo is more so clashing with them.
Yeah, I think he wasn't a good fit culturally.
Yeah.
I don't think he respected them. Whereas when he was on the Lakers, there was a lot of people with already rings.
I got 2 rings. What y'all niggas doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Bro, remember he was
But-
talking crazy to Kawhi in the playoffs when they nigga missed the
He
shot.
said, "What you mean?"
Yeah.
He looked at the
And
nigga
nigga said,
like,
"What you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't know?"
that shit had me weak, bro.
Hey, wait.
So
So
are you supposed to shoot it, Kawhi?
let me ask this question because I feel like this kind of answers a question of a lot of people asking that what's their expectations when it comes to John Wall and him with the Clippers. So you asked about bench, his role, different things like that.
I think on the bench
would
he's
say
perfect for them.
okay. I think he's gonna start.
He got the starting position in my eyes.
So the expectation question that I would like to rephrase in a different way is who at the end of the season like has more of a chance being, I guess you could say, a bigger story, because we already expect a lot for Kawhi Leonard, right?
Out of who?
Between Kawhi Leonard and John Wall.
Oh, okay.
And this is what I mean when I'm asking this question. Who's gonna be the bigger story?
Oh.
So you already have your regular expectations for Kawhi Leonard. He's coming off injury though. Same
I
thing
feel
with
like
kind
it
of John
might-
Wall.
it
Wait,
kinda-
let me kind of finish it
Yeah.
because I want to give the little context to it. Because John Wall is coming back not necessarily from injury, but from like a hiatus, same way Kawhi is.
Yeah,
But we have higher expectations, of course, for Kawhi than John Wall. So they have a smaller amount
Higher,
of potential
but like you
for
said,
one than the other. So one has low expectations, one has higher expectations, but he could definitely cross it up. Kawhi can, and so can John Wall. Who do you think at the end of the season will be the bigger story for the success of the Clippers
Yeah.
in that manner?
I mean, because
Who
like
has more of a
you're
chance?
Because like you're saying, there's lower expectations for John Wall. I think it could end up being him. Not well. I mean, sort of because of that, but like you saying, like the hiatus, we haven't seen him, and then we're hearing a whole bunch of stuff about what was going on, like behind the scenes between him and Houston, and like all this bickering with him in the front office and stuff like that.
That's
So,
his
like,
fault.
I'm not pointing no finger. I'm just saying we hearing about.
I am. That's his fault.
Hey, you say that on your part then. But
Yeah.
outside of that, like we're just looking, and he's not playing. He's still posting on Instagram. He's still on IG. So, I mean, honestly, cause like even me, I'm like I follow my IG. I'm seeing him post sometimes. I'm like, so John, what are you gonna do, bruh? I asked that a couple of times. So I mean, like coming from that point, Kawhi, there's never a point where we seen Kawhi's name within that status, even though he missed a year, bro. Like it was like, oh, he'll be back next year. We weren't even putting a timetable on when John Wall come back. We're just like, what the fuck's going on? So him coming back and like having a successful year along with the team's success, I think will probably make a lot more noise. Cause I mean, whereas like with Kawhi, we expect this of you. So when
And
you
he's not really a story.
yeah.
in
So
itself.
like when you do it, it's like it'll only mean more for him when he like starts stacking up more rings, like so to speak. So like
Well, even then, right? So I meant the whole season.
Yeah.
Let's say they do, because those are kind of the expectations with that 1-2 punch already beforehand without John Wall. Now they have John Wall, who has potential to contribute like an Andrew Wiggins did for the Warriors. Yeah. Kind of like an unlikely hero. Gifted. Who do you think is going to be a bigger story by the end of the season? Kawhi Leonard and his greatness, or John Wall and his comeback?
I'm still going to go Kawhi Leonard and his greatness, only because I feel like with John Wall and his greatness, like John Wall's greatness.
He's not great on the same level as Kawhi Leonard. So
great.
I'm saying his comeback story.
Oh, my bad.
Let me add one thing.
Go ahead.
I think it'll low-key take Kawhi winning like MVP or some shit for it to be like
that's what I'm kind of wanting. Basically, what I'm saying is we're spending some time talking about this topic like it matters. Does it really fucking matter by the end of the season? You know what I mean?
No.
It only will matter if John Wall is actually is making a comeback season. So that's why I'm asking that question. Is it more likely that John Wall has a big comeback and we're talking about this for a reason, and this is a beginning of a great story, or is this just going to be Kawhi Leonard and he just has that MVP season?
I still think it's just going to be Kawhi Leonard and having that MVP season, only because, like, John, your comeback's kind of been too long now. Like, your comeback's kind of like a year and a half maybe. Now here we are going on, 3 years of you trying to fucking figure it out after the Achilles and the ACL. Really haven't got an opportunity to really do anything like that. Like, yeah, he was great in Houston for like the first 25 games of the season. Then he got hurt.
It was
then
right.
the season after that, he was just like, hey, I'm gonna just sit out because I'm preparing for a buyout situation, which I have absolutely no problem with. But I do have a problem when you're going online and you're saying, play the wall way, free wall, and you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up none of your money or anything like that. So when you don't want to give up none of your money, you don't want to give back any of your money. You're not willing to take a pay cut to possibly leave the team.
I have a question for you too.
What's happening?
No, keep going, but I have a question for you.
Basically, what I'm saying is, you didn't want to give no money back. You didn't want to come off the bench. If I'm asking you to do these things and you don't want to do it, then that's on you at the end of the day. If I'm giving you solutions to make you and your reputation boost in the NBA so you can get a little bit of more money and you don't want to do anything, that's your fault.
Yeah. Can't argue.
Listen. Gibson definitely spit some facts. What was your question, Steven, real quick?
So, have you seen what they finalized paid him in his buyout deal? Have you seen it?
Yeah, it was a $6 million less, so it was like 47, I think it was. So they paid him 41 or 37, and then it was 31.
Because I didn't see it, but to see 41,
so it was only $6 million less.
Okay, I mean,
I know that for sure. I don't know if it was 46.
No.
I think it was 36.
All right. My question from that is, why did it take so long then? Like, was he trying to really get the whole bag still?
I think they had,
it was John Wall.
Because I think really the Rockets had a great draft, and they said it's either we can keep him and we can still try to maybe get something out of him.
By the way.
But yeah, well, with Jalen Green and was Josh Christopher.
Oh, you're saying they didn't buy him out because they would
still
try to move him.
Well, maybe there's some more moves, but I think though that cap space is dead because they bought him out, right? So
no,
it
is. It's dead cap space. But my thing is, I'm like,
I think they just wanted a fresh restart. They don't want any negativity, especially with this nice draft that they have.
I get that. No, I get that point. My thing is like the process of getting here. If you're still paying him this $37 million, it take you? Were you guys really not able to come up to that number throughout this whole fucking season?
Well, that's what Gifton was basically saying, that he's been the rough part, and he kind of won in the end because guess what? He got paid out.
You still got your
40,
and guess what? And this, I think this is what happened. They had a good enough draft. The GM went over to the owner and said, "Hey, look at this draft. Everybody's saying great things about it. Let's just get this guy off of the fucking everything so that we can start new." And the owner was like,
I agree.
Okay,
I feel
we had a good draft. You know what? I'm going to listen to you because you had two good drafts.
They should let us ask.
Let me answer this real quick because when it comes back to the Kawhi Leonard, John Wall situation, who's going to be the biggest story? Kawhi's greatness or John Wall's comeback?
If I have to pick one, I'm saying Kawhi, yeah.
I think you're saying Kawhi. Okay, I think for me, myself, I personally think that it's going to be the John Wall. I don't necessarily think that that's not going to lead to the greatness of Kawhi, but I think the bigger story will be John Wall, just because think about the situation that the Clippers have. Has he ever been in this type of situation beforehand?
Who?
John Wall.
What
Actual,
type of situation
legitimate.
are you saying?
Okay, well, that's a rhetorical question, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's on a championship contender. Not your personal feel, an overall feel, right? Because maybe you don't feel like they're championship contenders.
I don't think the Clippers are. Bro, if you think I'm about to sit here and say, "Oh, the Clippers are trash," no, I don't think that.
Okay.
No, yeah, I'm listening.
So, I just believe that he's in a different situation. Very good coach, very good owner. Different types of players that you have a wide mix of them, but they have a lot of depth on that team as well.
Yeah.
So with all that kind of combined, I think he can see the bigger picture. He already got his money. He's going to get a little bit more. And then on top of that all, you really do have those two key players. So I'm not saying he's not going to have a better season than Kawhi or PG, but he's going to have a better story by the end of the season.
Here, I got a question.
And it's because of the situation. I think that's going to play the biggest part in this, is their situation with the players, with the assets that they already have, that he'll have a different attitude, even when he was on the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, what?
You think he'll have a better year than Marcus Smart?
So you just don't like Marcus Smart, bro.
You shut your mouth. No, because
they're two different things.
All people to fucking bro.
Hey, hold
it's
on,
not even about just Marcus Smart. But think
answer.
about it. Clippers and Celtics, they got Tatum and Brown, PG and Kawhi, point guard. Okay.
Right. Let me answer your question.
Okay.
John Wall won't be Defensive Player of the Year.
No. Yeah, nah.
That's a potential for Marcus Smart, and you're asking who's gonna have a better season. Marcus Smart.
I don't think Marcus Smart about to win that shit again. No.
I'm not saying that he's not gonna win again, but he'll still be in contention. I don't doubt that. With that being said, I also feel like John Wall can definitely score more, and John Wall can definitely assist more. So he can combat that Defensive Player of the Year award, because they're both awards. I'm not saying one doesn't weigh more than the other, but he can win comeback player.
Yeah.
In that aspect. So do I have one player winning the other award more than the other player? I feel like John Wall has more of a chance of getting comeback player of the year award, and of course he'll beat him in those other two stats. So if Marcus Smart doesn't have that Defensive Player of the Year award at the end, John Wall definitely will have a better year at the end of the season. I think that's a great comparison.
Look, no, I like it.
But nobody ever said that John Wall was a bum. And I'm not saying you're saying Marcus Smart is a bum.
No, it's neither of those things. And then one thing that, because we're obviously giving Marcus Smart the edge for defense right now, because,
of course.
it is what it is.
That's not a debate.
John Wall, at some point, bro, he was serious on defense, too, bro.
Yeah, but I don't expect that now.
Because at this point, I don't know what we're gonna get from him on that part. So he
could probably still do something.
But if he still carries that motor that he had back then, I mean, I would hope he should still be able to stop some shit, bro. Because he was one of the best point guard defenders when he was in his top, bro.
Gifton, can you answer that question really quick? Let's get on to the next one, though.
Yes, sir.
Who do you expect to have a better season, Marcus Smart or John Wall?
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. All right, I like that.
Point blank the discussion. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this shit.
He's sticking with the Celtics, even though they did him bad.
At least he didn't bet on
You're
him.
a piece of shit.
Hey, bro,
you know that?
the Golden State Warriors did me bad.
Hey,
I'm holding you to your takes.
At least he didn't bet on him, bro.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some bets going again, bro.
He won by 3.
Who?
He did.
Oh.
When they played the fucking Rams and the 49ers.
W.
He won by 3.
On to the next one.
I feel you, but
he won by 3.
To lose by 3 that way.
It's
Say
3
that
points.
The 49ers were winning. The 49ers were winning.
That's cool. Jimmy G's a bitch. That's his problem.
So
I lost my money in an honorable way. I wasn't tripping off losing that money.
What did we do with the money? What did I do with the money?
What did we do with the money?
If I'm losing to Jimmy G throwing a pick, bro.
Yeah,
I got all your drinks.
I funded the whole night.
You did not fund it. I funded it. I funded it. I won that money fair and square. It was under my money. I could have put it in my bank account.
Whose name was on it?
It's mine.
It's cash, nigga. Bro, it's fucking cash. Shut up.
I seen the Apple Pay right then and there. It hit my account, and then I paid with my debit card.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I was gonna run from. I was like, hey, fuck it, you got it,
bro.
Here. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to lose to a
remember
Jimmy G interception.
They won like 2 minutes after the game. I remember. Like, here, nigga, I don't want to hear
he said
nothing.
It like
hey, you
a
got
minute
me.
after the game.
You got me.
Dejante Murray.
Oh, this is
nice.
This is okay.
Nice.
I want to hear. I don't want to. This we haven't even talked about this at all.
This is
so that's why I'm excited.
We briefly talked about it last week, I think, but it was like a rumor. It was a rumor.
I didn't know it was the Hawks.
It was a rumor.
I didn't know it was the Hawks.
Dejante Murray has been traded to the Hawks for 3 first-round picks and
swap.
Danilo Gallinari. There's a pick swap too.
So 3 first-round
They got
picks,
some picks for sure.
A pick swap and Danilo Gallinari.
I'd do it.
Can I ask the first question here?
Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask this first question, and hopefully we can all make it quick. Do you think this is a good price tag for Dejante Murray? I feel like it is way too much.
No, it's perfect.
3 first-round picks.
It's perfect.
Not if
it's perfect.
If you think he's the piece that takes you where you want to go, then no.
Okay, that'll be the next question. Gifton, what do you think?
Dejante Murray's not like an AD status where you had to give up 3 players and
nah, bro.
So that's why it's like
that's what I'm saying. This is a lot.
They only gave up 1 player.
Think about it, bro. They gave him 3 first rounds. They gave him Gallinari.
They're a playoff team.
They gave him Gallinari in 3 first.
They're a playoff team. They don't give a.
They came.
They're a playoff team.
Atlanta. I don't want to say Atlanta
right.
didn't give up much, but Atlanta was like, okay, we're gonna break bread here.
You know
what I'm saying?
We're
good here.
Yeah.
I'm cool with losing this because of the potential of Dejante Murray. Think about it, bro.
He's the guard position. Like
okay.
Guard wise, that's exactly what they needed.
Right.
Kevin Huerter,
yes.
He's not an alpha. He's a spot up role player.
Yes.
Yeah, he had 1 good game in the playoffs. Everybody wants to give him his flowers like could be a potential star. I'm not saying he's not.
He ain't even a Klay Thompson.
I don't see him like that.
I seen niggas try to call him a Klay Thompson. He's not even a Klay Thompson.
Oh my
He's not
Lord.
even a Desmond Bain.
But he plays very good defense. Now let's go.
He's Joe Harris.
Let's go on to the other side, right?
Facts. Agreed.
How is that fit gonna work? Y'all like this? I feel like they both have a really high usage.
Yeah, what the fuck? You don't like it? Don't like it? Why?
I'm saying that what they're expecting for what they gave up, which was 3 first rounders, as in this is the key answer. I don't see it.
How is it not? They needed a guy on the wing who
they
was
need
a good
someone
defender.
who can take pressure off
Exactly.
Trey.
Think about it.
Okay.
They got Dejante Murray who can literally fucking get you 20 and 10.
They still kept John Collins.
No, 29 and 8. He almost averaged a trip. He almost averaged a triple double this year. Yeah, it was like 21, 9 and 8.
Yeah. Because we talked about his numbers earlier.
But think about it. How do you? Because here's my thing. In certain situations where Trey might be tired and they're playing through Dejante, they can just have Trey spot up.
Yeah.
And Dejante can create the play and they throw it to
lets Trey play off the ball more
that.
for sure.
Think about how many dagger shots Trey's finna hit this year because they got Dejante Murray playmaking and breaking down niggas.
But I feel like Trey. Okay, I agree with you guys with the spot up situation. Maybe he could still spread the floor at the same time. My whole thing is that I like Trey Young with the ball in his hands. And do I believe that Dejante
that's
Murray,
what he had to do. He
had
to do that.
I understand that.
He got a cool-ass Robin on steroids.
I think you're right. I think that it looks good. It's cool. But I don't think that it was the best type of situation because I feel like somebody's numbers got to go down. And I definitely think it's going to be Dejante.
I don't think...
And Dejante is also going to take up the best point guard on the other side.
I think his assists may go down.
But then you have Trey Young, a smaller Trey Young, on a shooting guard now.
On like weak shooting guards, yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of good shooting guards, or even they're still gonna be bigger than Trey, who's gonna bully him. I mean, anybody's gonna bully him, but I'm just saying, I like it. I'm just not in love with it, and I don't know how it's gonna fit with the usage part because both of them are very great with the hands in their ball, with their ball in their hand. Come on.
Hey yo,
pause, bro, pause.
Come on.
Hey yo.
All right. No, but do you guys like that fit? Yes. Personally, I don't think that it's gonna be the best fit. I love that they don't give up anything. Yeah. So that's a great thing that you guys are talking about. But for me, I just don't see the fit being the best. What do you have to say?
I like the move, bro. It's like we were saying, Trey. We've been saying they need another guy who can be a ball handler outside of just Trey because they really don't have that. And yes, they're between them, usage rates will go down. Scoring may go honestly, scoring may not go down, but other statistics may go down outside of that. I think realistically, Dejante, it's only gonna affect him assist wise, really, bro. I feel like that's the only thing that really may drop. He's still Trey Young's not getting more boards than him, bro.
No.
Nah.
That's not even a question. Both of them are I feel like they should still be able to find their efficiency scoring. They can both Trey's better a jump shooter, but they can both find their thing off the dribble, and Dejante is pretty serious going to the rim, bro.
Yeah, he's very serious.
I think it works because him and then they could have a drive and kick, pick and roll between they got some crazy pick and roll shit going on, bro. They got things they could work out with that for sure. So more than what they were getting from Trey Young by himself and then Danilo Gallinari and all these other guys.
I like the fit better than anything when it comes to Danilo Gallinari. I like the guy.
And no shade to Gallinari either. I didn't, but
what Dejante's doing.
He's not gonna give him what Dejante can.
No, get in,
and he's older.
Your first reaction about the fit with Dejounte Murray and Trey Young?
I thought this was honestly kind of the perfect dude that you would want to put next to Trey Young. You know, Trey Young is the scoring first type of guard. Here we got Dejounte Murray, who can literally do the best of both.
Should try to get him for Luka.
He can score, he can defend, and he can play make.
Yeah.
As a shooting guard. Well, now he's gonna play shooting guard. So I would imagine there's a little bit of a rift.
Trey
there.
might be more on the shooting guard side now, bro.
I'm worried about that part.
Score,
I wonder who's the first couple of games are always gonna be rocky because they're trying to figure it out here because Dejante was always the point guard.
First half of the season might be
true.
First half of the season might be.
Dejante was always playing point guard in San Antonio, so now to see him kind of take a backseat role, but he's not really a backseat role.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
It's not gonna be that bad. It's gonna be less touches, but it's gonna be. I would say he gets about 20 to 30 touches a game as opposed to being in San Antonio where he probably got 50.
But even this last year was also his first year where he was really the number one guy too.
True.
Even
because DeMar was number one, and then like you said, they're in San Antonio. So I don't think it's because this last year he's career high all over the board, but this 1 year I don't think should make it to where he's not able to function as a part of a team. He's coming from Pop, bro.
Yeah, but to cap it off, right? That's another thing I was gonna touch on. He's coming from Pop. He's willing to adapt to certain situations.
He's learned how to.
He's learned how to adapt to certain situations. This is a great guy. What is he? 6'6", 6'7"? 6'7"?
Who?
Dejante?
I think he's 6'4".
6'4", 6'5".
I don't think he's that tall.
6'4", 6'5".
He's not Alonzo type. He's just long.
His arm,
lanky.
His wingspan's pretty crazy.
I got you. So but fine. But
he is a taller guard though.
You got a 5'10", 6'1" guard who would compared to a 6'4", 6'5" guard who can literally shoot, defend, and play make. Yeah. Oh, I'm good. And all I had to give up was Gallo and 3 first picks. I'm mad about the 3 first picks.
We still got Horder, and we like him. So.
Right. We still kept everybody. We still got John
6'4".
Collins. 6'4", okay. We still got John Collins. John Collins is signing his contract. He got his bread. Clint's the only one that's finna start complaining. But other than that, they're good, bro. And all they had to give up was Gallo.
As far as money goes,
money-wise, bro, they're good.
He's going to be basically a shooting guard and more of an attack type of shooting guard. 46% from the field, better than his overall career. Dejounte Murray, I definitely think it would be a cool overall team to watch. I think it's going to be very exciting, especially given that they haven't really given up anybody else other than Gallinari, who's coming off the bench. They have a great bench.
I think he makes them a little more exciting to watch, bro, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, like we were saying, trading the old-ass Gallo for young Murray, bro, that's going to be a big
for sure.
And he's a guard, too.
So he got an all-star appearance. Is he getting an all-star appearance this next year? Gifted, if you had to put money on it, yes or no?
He should be able to in the East.
Yeah, he should be able to.
Yes or no? Yeah?
He should be able to in the East,
bro. I say no.
This thing. Oh my god.
This nigga's a menace, bro.
He's crazy.
Why?
He doesn't win.
What you mean, bro?
Why? Why?
What you mean?
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Why? Why didn't he win another one?
He's just anti.
Why?
He's anti.
He's in the East. It's a fucking cakewalk.
How
for
many guards
anybody in the East?
You think Marcus Smart's gonna get it over him?
No, I don't think Marcus.
All right, then what the fuck? What the fuck?
Jimmy will. Jaylen Brown will.
Okay. Anybody else?
What you mean anybody else?
Anybody else? Bradley Beal. All right, cool. Who else?
Bradley Beal over Dejante?
Well, I'm just saying, guys who are going to be.
We don't even know if he's staying.
DeMar
He's
DeRozan.
staying.
Okay. He's gonna get it as a forward.
How many guards? We already named a whole bunch. Drew Holiday?
We did not.
He's in
point
there.
guard.
He's in there.
It's
Dejounte
guards.
Murray.
Wow, yeah.
Think about it. He's in the East now.
Well,
He's not gonna get an All-Star unless somebody gets injured or hurt.
No,
I mean, injured or sick.
He's in the East. He got one. Easy.
I don't think so.
Easy.
he beating James.
For sure.
You think he's beating James Harden
yes,
too?
He's beating James Harden.
Y'all are crazy, bruh. All right, here we go.
Maybe not on the popular vote, but
Hey,
bruh,
That's what it's
I
about.
think
It's All-Star
he's
game.
he's
beating
producing
James
better
Harden.
numbers than James Harden
Shit.
next year. I bet.
All right, come on, we gotta go because the battery's starting to die.
All right.
I know.
All right, on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Fuck RJ Barrett. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, we don't have to. with
Hold
that.
up, man.
We
I
don't
was
have
on.
to.
I was on Instagram.
I did see that briefly. We don't have to.
Oh, that one. I was
The
on
RJ.
Instagram right now because that's
That
where we got the topic
sucks.
from, and it went straight to some ass on my Instagram timeline, bro. Like, why? I really
sucks.
wanted to talk about Lou Dort too. Can we talk about Lou? Okay, no.
I'm down.
Let's get into this one since it's still basketball real quick. You have Miles Bridges, Zach LaVine, James Harden, and Bradley Beal. Which one of these players has the highest chance of leaving their squad? Miles Bridges, Zach LaVine, James Harden, Bradley Beal. They all are free agents. All declined. Now, it's been reported James Harden will sign for a financial friendly contract. We also have Bradley Beal, who will possibly sign back at least for the max contract, and then figuring out that sign and trade type of shit. Maybe a little later. We talked about it already in the past. Go ahead and check out that video. But again, Bradley Beal trying to sign back with the Washington Wizards. Zach LaVine reportedly supposed to sign back with the Bulls. Nothing's really been confirmed on that one. And then the last one here, Miles Bridges, allegedly with a felony charge literally today by TMZ.
Yeah,
It's a pretty credible source, unfortunately, with that shit.
facts.
But ultimately, he's supposed to get a max contract from the Hornets. They don't want to pay him and possibly go with somebody else. I'm going to add another name to this.
Detroit.
DeAndre Ayton.
Oh,
DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges, Zach LaVine, James Harden, Bradley Beal. You first. Who is the most likeliest to leave their squad?
Well, since you threw in that
Fuck.
last
No,
one,
okay, let's take out Ayton. Because all these other teams, at least they want them.
Yeah.
Not DeAndre
I don't know
Ayton.
if
Nobody
they-
wants.
I don't know if Phoenix still wants that guy, bro.
All right.
I wouldn't.
Fuck DeAndre. I was going to put him in there because I
you
thought he
probably
kind of
shouldn't.
fit,
You
but
probably shouldn't put
I
him
forgot that
in
his
there.
team doesn't want him.
I don't think they do.
All right, go ahead. Miles Bridges, Zach LaVine, James Harden, Bradley Beal.
I'm leaning between Miles and Zach low-key, bro. I'm leaning between those two. Maybe Zach.
So not Brad.
Brad
I
showed
don't
me what
know.
he was about.
Are you okay? He already mentioned two. What is yours? Do you have a for sure one right now?
I honestly, you're like dismissing him, but I honestly think like Phoenix would do whatever to get off DeAndre.
No,
Ayton.
we have. I
No,
think
who's the most-
because that completely.
I was
defeats
gonna
the
pick him
purpose.
too, though.
Because-
but like
I forgot.
another guarantee, Miles Bridges for sure, because his homie already said, hey, if the Hornets ain't paying, we going to the Pistons.
Bro, why?
Bro, going back to the crib.
Because he wants the money.
But with Cade Cunningham,
He wants the money.
Cade Cunningham ain't about to get his
174?
bag in for a couple
Bro,
more years.
174
no, I'm saying,
over like 5
I'm saying
years?
with Cade Cunningham and who else is on that team right now? That's definitely
Killian Hayes.
Nigga, fuck
Jay
Cade
Ryan,
Cunningham. I could get traded.
Sadiq Bey. They traded Jeremy Grant.
Sadiq Bey.
Exactly. Fuck Cade Cunningham. I could get traded like Jeremy Grant.
You don't like Cade Cunningham?
I'm saying this is what Miles Bridges could say.
Oh, okay.
Because like you said,
he's getting paid.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get this bag, go back home for a little bit, sit around for a year. Hey, LA. I'm playing.
Oh man, I was about to say.
Why's everybody gotta
Here
go
we
to
go.
the fucking
Here we go.
Lakers?
Okay, so for me,
What if I'm at the Clippers?
you mentioned Miles
We know what you
Bridges
were
and
talking
Zach
about.
LaVine. I honestly think that it'll probably be Zach LaVine. Miles Bridges has been really out there with his story. So has James Harden. So has Bradley Beal. They've all been really transparent with where they're going to go. With Zach LaVine, it's been really under the covers.
Yeah, it's been kind of quiet, bro.
Quiet. At first, it was all about Lakers, and everything kind of shut
He about to
down.
do them like a thief in the night.
Exactly.
Some KD
I
shit.
think that it hasn't been out there because he's going to receive some criticism. He might receive some criticism.
He
With
might
that
care
being
about
said,
that.
I don't think he would.
He looks like he does.
I think he's
for
very
sure.
even, mellow. He'd take a third seed option in a championship squad. So hint, hint.
Oh, that part I agree with.
But
yeah,
Zach
I'm
LaVine,
just
I
more
think
so on the criticism.
I think Zach LaVine is definitely the guy to be the most likely to leave his team. Not Miles. I feel like Miles, it's a back and forth. The Hornets completely say that they really want him. I think they're ultimately going to pay him the price because, I mean, he's still
Nobody
a good
else
3-and-D
is up next
switchable
either.
guy. Yeah, like
Nobody else is up next right
you
now.
better make LaMelo happy,
Not that I can think of.
and hopefully that makes him happy.
That's his man's.
It feels like it. Who'd you pick?
I said I was leaning Zach and
Yeah, but which one do you pick?
I'll go
ultimately, I would
Zach.
say?
Zach too, probably.
Any particular other reason?
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, and I mean, I think this year might have showed him he's really not that guy when it comes to being the number one, because DeMar had the better year. DeMar was more of an alpha. DeMar was getting shined for being the leader of the team too. So like,
He's
at
out
this
of there
point,
for that reason.
At this point, like Chicago, yeah, because he was there. He was on the team already, and it was supposed to be his shit. He was supposed to have his shit on lock. DeMar came in, niggas said, "Oh, DeMar is our hero." Yeah, he probably ain't like that shit. He might not like that shit.
I feel that.
But he could go. But like, yeah, if he goes somewhere else, he can go somewhere to where he doesn't have to be the focus, and it's okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help, Zach LaVine. Don't go back to the Bulls there. They're missing a lot of key pieces.
Demand a trust for Russ.
For race?
Russ. Demand a
He
trade
said
for
Ray.
Russ.
Call him Ray Rice.
No, I just
come
fucked
on,
up.
man.
Demand a, say I want to go to the Lakers.
Let's end it up with this last one here. Let's make it quick because we don't have that much time. Lamar Jackson has some bad feelings about Mark Andrews being 5th on this rankings list from, I guess, the AT covered pod. Darren Waller's top 5 tight ends. Oh, that's why he's number 1. Because it's Darren Waller's top 5. Darren Waller's number 1. Travis Kelce.
Oh.
George Kittle.
Is it
Kyle
really?
Pitts. Yes, Darren Waller's top 5 tight ends.
Oh, wow.
This is where we're getting this list from.
Well, if that's the case, then why the fuck Lamar tripping then?
I mean,
I don't know.
Mark Andrews should be over Kyle Pitts.
But I don't think
Darren
he's
Waller
that much
might have
tripping.
did some work with Kyle Pitts. We don't know.
Honestly, Darren Waller, Travis
I'm
Kelce.
not saying he's right, but
Let me rank it
you
off
might know
just-
some insight.
Let me rank
Go
it
ahead,
off just
bro.
real quick. Sorry. Darren Waller, Travis Kelce. Number 3, George Kittle. Number 4, Kyle Pitts. Number 5, Mark Andrews. What's your first opinions on this list, Gift man? You're the one who put it in here.
Yeah.
I know you like you got your guy Raider
Look,
tight
man.
end at the top. I need you to defend him, right?
No,
Or you got somebody
I
else?
mean, say what you want about Darren Waller, man. He can run block, he can catch, and he can make a play out of nothing.
This is about Mark Andrews, though.
But Mark Andrews should be above Kyle Pitts. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro.
How about
Mark
George Kittle?
Andrews, George Kittle, when he's healthy, yes.
Who's George Kittle's
George
better or
Kittle's higher.
Mark Andrews?
I'm taking
Bro,
George Kittle healthy.
shit, I
higher,
honestly
bro.
say
I'm taking a
Jonnu
healthy
Smith
George
over
Kittle.
George Kittle, really?
Hey, no.
Jonnu over
Fix your-
George
fix your
Kittle?
fuck-
I'm
fix
not
your
crazy.
fucking face, boy.
I'm
Fix your
not
fucking
crazy for
face.
saying that.
Shut up, bro.
Jonnu over
Jonnu?
George Kittle?
I'm
I'm
serious.
Hold up.
I'm crazy for saying that.
I'm gonna take both y'all football cards. Homer, bias, Patriot fan.
I like Jonnu Smith before he was a Patriot.
Crazy ass weirdo over here talking about George Kittle.
I like Jonnu Smith.
Not as good.
Sir.
I like Jonnu Smith on the Titans.
Sir.
Yeah, I like Jonnu Smith on the Titans. That's why I was happy about him going to the Patriots. Then he went to the Patriots
with Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry's better.
We even talked about it.
So how are we gonna put Jonnu Smith over this man?
We even talked about it off air, and we all kind of agree. Yeah, if George Kittle can
better?
stay healthy,
hey, who's better, Hunter Henry or Jonnu Smith? What do you mean? Ooh,
it's hard.
Yeah,
that shit hard, bro.
No. Who's better, Hunter Henry or George Kittle?
I ain't got to pick. I got both of them.
He plays more games
I ain't got to pick.
Smith
I got both of them.
George Kittle. Hunter Henry
crazy.
plays more games than George Kittle.
Hold up. So I was saying that George Kittle needs to go down this list for Kyle Pitts and Mark Andrews too, just because he doesn't play that much games. But when it comes to, even though he played, I think it was fucking 15 out of 17, but a lot of times he's injured.
How you killing a nigga for missing 2 games?
Bro, it's multiple times in the in
I'm not saying
years.
he's never had a section where he's missed more games than that, but bro.
But Jonnu Smith's better.
I like Jonnu Smith.
Taking away their card, boys.
You see that one hand? You see that one hand catch that nigga got in Buffalo, bro? Don't talk to.
Okay. When? How long ago was that?
It was last year, bro. Stop playing.
Buffalo.
In the wind, bro. One hand.
If I had to look at this list, I don't have Darren Waller number 1, but it is his list, so let's just ignore that part and go on to the next.
I don't see nobody arguing for T.J. Hawkinson.
Fuck T.J. Hawkinson. Okay, no, not fuck him, but compared to these other cats,
Matt Stafford had that nigga looking great.
So did Jared Goff. Or Jared. So
did Jared Goff. So is he really whack? Jared Goff made him look alright too.
He's good. He's not as good as these guys.
He's up there with him, bro.
Okay,
and I think
if you want to talk about quarterbacks,
because this is
George
5
Kittle
names.
and Kyle Pitts.
Hey, one more dude. Why isn't C.J. Uzomah up there?
Shut the fuck up.
No?
Not quite. He's under Jonnu, bro. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, nah.
Get in.
Even over Kyle Pitts?
Yes! Kyle Pitts is way better.
Kyle Pitts is better than C.J. Uzomah,
you know,
bro.
Hey.
I'm sorry, bro.
Get in. Who's the best player on the Falcons?
Kyle Pitts.
Desmond Ritter? What's that guy's name?
He don't even know the nigga he named. He don't even know who he named. He about to name the center next.
Yeah, let's go Marcus
Weak ass.
Marcus Mariota.
The tight end is the best player on the team. That's got to mean something.
Or A.J. Terrell, because that nigga's nice, bro.
You guys are insane on this one.
A.J. Terrell's nice, bro.
I'm not saying A.J. Terrell's not nice.
Oh,
no,
man.
he was one of the best corners this last year, bro.
Let me get in on this real quick. Darren Waller number 1. It's Darren Waller's list. I get that. Travis Kelce number 2. Definitely agree. Second best tight end. Probably first tight end at the whole part when I think about his whole resume. George Kittle. Yeah. Okay, next year. What my expectations are for next year, who would have the best year? It would be Travis Kelce. Then it'd probably go Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, and then George Kittle. Who would I have the best? Just because I can't rely on George Kittle. And especially with the QB switching out this and that, how's he going to have chemistry? He's better with one QB than the other.
But isn't the best ability availability?
I'm saying when Trey Lance plays, guess what? When Trey Lance plays,
it's gonna make a difference though.
George Kittle doesn't exist for some reason.
That nigga be throwing the receivers.
Kyle Pitts is gonna get
Jimmy G throws
his.
it to the tight end.
Mark Andrews, because the way that not only his numbers but also his relationship with Lamar Jackson, he's at least sitting 3 for me. So Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews. Oh man, I probably have Mark Andrews over Darren Waller. But if actual talent, Darren Waller is better than Mark Andrews.
Yeah, facts.
I would say Mark Andrews has better hands and safety, like receiving tight end.
I think,
and Darren Waller is just a playmaking superstar.
All right, like you're saying, better talent. All right. What still gives you the edge for Kelce then?
Because he's both receiving, like catch. I'm a safe receiver. He has the quarterback. He has the chemistry with the quarterback. He can run block. And he's just very smart as well. He's been in a lot of different situations, played a lot of postseason games as well, and is always available out of all these guys. Darren Waller had some injuries at certain points. Is a superstar, kind of get it all in one play tight end, even though he gets like 10 catches a game. He has great chemistry with Derek Carr. I also don't think that Patrick Mahomes is as great. Derek Carr is as great as Patrick Mahomes. Then you have George Kittle. I already spoke about him. Kyle Pitts has no quarterback, but he's great. And then Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews has great is a safe tight end, not necessarily a playmaking tight end, but can definitely make his. If there's somebody to go to in the last play of the game for the win, he's definitely got safe hands, can win off the route, short speed. Travis Kelce's just a full package in my opinion. But everybody else, I feel like, of course, this is a situation they're in because I think talent wise, maybe it's Darren Waller. If Darren Waller is out there doing what he's doing,
that's
maybe even Kyle. It goes Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I think, and again,
then
I think that's
maybe
why
George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, and talent.
I think because of that,
Pure
that's probably why he has Kyle Pitts where he does. Because like I'm saying, they probably they may have connected, but again, Kyle Pitts long term. Yeah, we still ain't seen all the way what he could do either, bro. He could be serious, but yeah, if he keep fucking around with some weak quarterbacks, we're not gonna ever see the real deal.
I feel it. But that's our tight end list. Talking about that to finish off episode 85 of the Sports U podcast. Is the other one still on? See, it says it's dead, but it's still on. I wish they never put that shit on so that we can notice.
What? It is that time of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's hot.
It's hot as fuck.
It's hot in here, man.
It's hot. The city's going through a weird. It's hot one day, it rains the next day, it's thunder the next day. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm here in lovely Rialto, California, enjoying it. But if you also like this video, go ahead and shut that like button, bust down those comments.
Shit them subscribes.
We're not gonna be here next week, taking a little break.
Maybe not, maybe so. I don't know.
Who knows? We talked about it. We might not be here next week, but if there is no episode next week, guys, don't kill us.
You know the deal.
Y'all know the deal. Taking a little break. Shout out
Enjoy
to the
the time with your families.
Shout out to the followers.
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to the new followers on the IG.
Shit. Run up them old episodes while we out of here.
Run up the old episodes while we out here.
There's good ones. There's good ones out there.
And as always,
predictions.
Some shit.
Good
you can come back and kill us if we said some crazy shit. Actually,
come back and kill us if we said something crazy. Please, mainly just these two guys.
Because you know you got some shit.
One last thing. That first round of the postseason for the NBA, where all the diehard fans come out,
all going crazy.
They started getting on everybody because those it's all bad.
Especially that Minnesota fan.
That Minnesota section
was hilarious.
That guy unsubscribed to the channel. It was that.
He seen they lost. He said, "Fuck that." To the channel. After that L, he's like, "Nah, I can't."
He said, "I'm gonna follow y'all." Everything like I'm gonna be there when we win in the next round. I'm gonna comment, and if we lose, I'll let you guys know.
Niggas ain't win. We ain't
heard from him since.
So, but yes. Oh shit!
Damn.
That's what I get.
On the court.
Get it down.
No.
Get it out.
Lift the tablet, bro.
As always,
go
ahead,
bro.
shine like button.
Shit.
Bust down those comments. And remember, support dude.
Man, y'all have a better night than me, everybody.
Good night, folks.